Well, hello and welcome back. Today, I'm thinking we're just actually going to go and get the purple science being produced. Now, it's going to be a little bit to do, but it's not going to be too hard. It's just like, well, just about one of each to make this. Apart from the fact I need, 12 electric furnaces to make the steel, but it's pretty good. And also get these researchers done as well along the way. I might also think about whether I actually want to go forth and get the other two logistics platforms. They are a bit on the expensive side, so it could be something, but it will just come down to what I'm up to doing. Because purple is fairly simple. We need this one with the out from there. The productivity modules is where it gets a bit more on the interesting side. But let's see, we need rails, electric furnaces. Those are all actually fairly simple. Which both need steel, stone of some variety. We only need one electric furnace to make the stone bricks here. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll come back once I've actually got this entirely sorted out and figured out how I'm going to do this. This is the basics for producing the sciences, or purple science. It is based on being able to get just one belt of iron through, thereabouts. So that is all well and good, because that is like what max I got going through. So it's just one purple science semi-machine, which is being fed by a one for productivity module 1, furnaces, electric furnaces, rails, those all being fed there. The electric furnaces and the productivity modules are being fed by these 3 semi-machines here, making the red circuits. And also the green circuit and the productivity modules and the red circuits being provided by this one semi-machine here. Which I forgot to actually put this in, because right now we're just working on off of excess of electronic circuits there. So that isn't very handy at the moment, but it works out. It's enough to keep this up with the rate at which it's going through here. So that's all well and good. And also we need some more electric furnaces. So we'll just grab these extras. Well, it's kind of keeping up, so it's going to be producing a slow rate. That's fine. Also, did get the warp reactor actually researched, which was just the last one. So if you can see here, we got a beautiful warp reactor. No fuel, so yeah, it's no good. But eventually this will work out. Currently just trying to get to another world because, well, things are starting to look a bit bad. So we've got decent amounts here. Next up, we're probably going to need to get some more other resources, but we're looking pretty decent. Plenty of stone, plenty of iron ore, plenty of copper also. We might be good for a little bit. Also, I could actually produce this, the warp platform portal. So if I ever get trapped on a planet, or left behind by the warp, I can actually make a warp platform portal to be able to get back to the platform for use. So that's pretty neat. And we're almost got the warp reactor stabilizers, which is going to be very helpful in that regard as well. Hey, I'm also working my way towards the rockets, cause yeah. Well, actually get me the warponium fuel as well, which would be interesting. But it needs project 77 and anything else. Just 7, which I haven't put down for research. That's actually pretty... I actually need that to be able to continue on further. So get that all researched down. And yeah, how's our uranium situation looking? Bit on the dire situation, but let's see our warp to the next planet goes. Yeah, these are getting using up ammo, not at a prodigious rate, but decent enough that I've got to be a bit careful here. Hopefully once we get the warp reactor stabilizers, that will... Okay, we're back on another one of these. So we can see how far long we can stay here. But once we got this, hopefully that will actually help stabilize our pollution a little bit more, because it is running a bit rampant with this and everything. Cool. So the warp reactor stabilizer. Yeah. We've got plenty of energy, so we should be nice stabilizing. Oh, because we can see consumption or whatnot. But yeah, that is probably using up more and more power as it goes. Consumes 160 megawatts. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. So this is probably actually going to be very helpful in actually minimizing it. So yeah, we'll come back once we've actually got a decent amount of production science packs that we need for this, and well, also got other research done. Okay, so we do have a couple of things going on here, and yeah, we do have to get a few things. So what I want to do next, this might be kind of my research a little bit, but I do want to research the next 2 levels for the warp platform logistics. It will cost me a little bit, but it'll allow me to get quite a bit more coming through that once. So we should be good. I might need to move these robot ports here, because they're probably in the way. But it's not going to be too big of a deal. Just robots can go in there, and enough to bring me down to 20. So these should be upgraded, get pushed out, gain some more, so that's fine. The water's probably going to need to be changed up a little bit, but that's okay. So yeah, we'll come back once both of the research are fully done, and we can start thinking about how I'm going to progress from there. Okay, so that we should have everything, well, all these being upgraded to, what is it? Yeah, they've all been upgraded to passive provider chests and active provider chests based on requested chests based on what we need here. So that's really nice overall. Because then that means I can actually, well, really increase the speed at which I'm actually doing stuff here. And it's only for the ones in between levels. So now I'm not just limited by how much one belt can put through here. I've actually got quite a high limit now based on, well, how many logistics robots I have. So that's going to make things a whole lot easier to upgrade and go from there. In fact, I might actually be able to get the purple science upgraded a little bit here. My biggest thing is just how much iron ingots I'm smelting here, because realistically I'm only getting about 1 belt's worth coming through here. So that's a bit on the annoying side. The easy way to fix that would be to improve this. But there's not much you can really do at the moment with how much is going on here, so it is what it is. But the other thing is I could actually go on and continue getting a bit more in the way of these sciences here. Easiest one to probably go for now is the productivity module 3, which is still necessary to progress forward. And the other ones for this here is Warptorio fuel, which will be done eventually, and yeah, I'm going to need to get yellow sciences up and running. But we're looking pretty decent in regards to what needs to be done here. Pretty decent overall. I'm kind of happy with what this opens up for me to be able to do. But next I actually need to re-increase the amount of ore I'm getting through here. I'm probably going to need to, well, get faster smelting, a bigger harvester floor. This one would be necessary to get even more. We can even get up to 6. 7 isn't... I could probably even get up to 7 because we've already got like a decent amount of yellow science as well. So we could max out the harvester floor size. Okay, with that, we've got the last of the warp harvester floor size upgrades, and wow, that is a massive space I can work with here. Absolutely massive. So I could probably fit 3, maybe 4 belts output from here, but I don't need to make sure I have about, oh yeah, 3 belt outputs would probably be enough, I reckon. Because yeah, that would be a lot. In fact, the other thing what I could do here is go for an alternate design. Instead of having like rays like that, we could have set up the designs like this for generation here, which has got the maximum amount of beacons that you can fit onto one single one. So that would speed up quite substantially. So if we take a look at what that potential output would be here. Let's see here. Computing by factory, we have 1. So that's 4, 8, 12. So that's 12 beacons you can have affecting 1. And let's say they all have the speed module 3s in both of them. Each one could do about half a belt's worth of throughput here. And I could either do it this way, or if we go for something a bit on the alternate side, or if you remove this like so, this like so, we can have the... Oh, that's just a little bit too far. Red one's there. So, but this will just be for the input. Whereas having it from here to there would be just enough. Because then we could set this up like so. And the outputs, we'll just have them be put into their own passive provider chests here. Which honestly, I could do something similar, but I guess. They get their own passive provider chest to plonk them in like so. Which this is pretty nice to be able to do here like so. So grab that, grab that, grab that. So this is pretty decent. So we could go for this way, which is not quite enough to do it, but it kind of works out. So set up like that. Ingredients 9.68. Doing about 10 a second there. Yeah, no, yeah, 12 and a half in. So what if we had 2 of that rate? Just slightly under. So yeah, of course it's going to build up a little bit. So can't get a third one. These are all running as fast as they can. So yeah, that actually would work out. And then just by duplicating this like 3 times, we would have about 3 belts throughput there. So that's cool. So we could easily do this set up like that. Gets me a decent amount here, gets all that, yeah. The question is, where would I be able to fit these in is a question. I'd have to redesign this, but I think I might go with this design here because I do have a couple things set up as well, and that is, I've been slowly making some speed modules and productivity modules as well, but it's very slow and probably just about out of processing units. So yeah, I might be able to get more processing units being made here. Oh, that's not a very long distance. But, oh, this works. We grab you, move you over, we grab you, we can move you over. That was too far, it's meant to be there. Grab a bit here, we can move you back over there, underground up to here to get the water over. Sulfuric acid, next up to make blue circuits. Plonk this down here, get another underground pipe to ground to grab the sulfuric acid from here up to there. Let's make that yellow. So, we'll make the processing units from here. We've got sulfuric acid, we've got all that. Now we just need the green and red circuits making the way in here. And we have nowhere near enough red circuit production, but this works out. Oh, I almost forgot. I need the output as well. But that is a simple case of getting a passive provider, throwing this in like so. Pick up pace. And let's just say 500 should be enough. So that'll get the modules being made yet again, and yeah, I'm just going to go through and rebuild this up and hopefully get it a bit nicer here. So I'll be back. There was a bit of an issue with my previous design in that I was calculating based off of the wrong inserted beacons. I was doing it based off the warp beacons, not the beacons. And the warp beacon could hold 1 more speed module, which would not have been very helpful. So I reconfigured it and went, yeah, there wasn't much difference between having 12 on a beacon and having 8. 12 on a factory and having 8 on a factory. So by bringing it down to 8 on a factory, we were able to bring it down to 8 furnaces needed to do this. And so that's good. And I figured out I probably don't really need stack inserters on feeding the ores in. My biggest issue at the moment is I just don't have enough not fully saturating these belts with just 2 of them at the moment, because they are limited to only 3 at a time. So I'm also just getting the inserted capacity bonus upgrades for these researchers to be able to, well, get a bit more. It's using a lot more tech, but that's okay. We're getting plenty coming through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, let's get going and upgrading these ones here to actually be using them. And there we go, there's the first one. Start upgrading the productivity modules to, well, make it a bit easy to deal with. So that gives us 10 of these, which gives us another 2 productivity modules we can, 3 modules which we can get. So that is looking pretty good. So I'm happy with what we got here. I'm also just getting the, possibly the last of the fast underground belts I need to get the copper side set up. But this is actually working out very nicely. We've got the inputs coming in here, which eventually I will upgrade to be trilos and having 3 coming in, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'll probably have to redesign this for a 3rd lot coming through, but that should be possible. And yeah, it's just a basic loop where the ores go all the way around past each of them, and it only needs to go through basic loop where it all just goes around past all 5 of the memory units to be stored up, and then the ones that are coming from the other side have the right of way to come in input priority, so that the stragglers from any end will actually go through. So the loop will constantly be running and not be building up. So that's good to see. Got the coal coming out from there going down to here, and with the upgrades it's much easier to get through. So we can see here at the moment we are just, oh no, not Control Z, wrong one, on this one. We can see here we're producing out 50 iron plates a second at this rate, which is more than what a single express transport belt can do. Copper, it's not fully set up yet because we still need to get these coming through here, so we'll just see how we go here. You can come down here, cross and into here. It's actually fairly easy to get them all connected up because, well, it's just like that. And now we can see the rest of this all just making the way through. Hopefully I have enough being made to finish everything up. It looks like I do. And this bottom one should be about a full belt's throughput. So that's good to see. Oh. What I'm going to do is remove these. So if I do it that way, I should have the module inserter? No, I don't. Oh, I'll just come back and fill them up with the appropriate modules when we get there. But this is looking pretty good. We have almost got these fully saturated, just so that a few more upgrades will be good. But I think this is a pretty good spot to call the end of the episode here. We've got a few more researches done, and I probably actually need to warp out of here because the bullet usage is getting a bit high. We're about an hour in, so that's not too bad. Accelerated a bit more as well. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. We've got purple sites coming in somewhat decently, and what will eventually be 3 full belts of ore being processed. But for now, I'm just going to call it the end here. So that, I'm going to say thank you all for watching. If you liked what you see, then you can always comment, like, subscribe down below, and if you want to, you could also come join me over on my Discord or my Twitch. I stream every day over on twitch.tv/expert12 every Monday through Friday. And that, thank you all again for watching. Have a wonderful day, and it's Expert12 signing out. See ya.